Alright everyone, welcome back to our return to Binding of Isaac Repentance. I'm about to say Borderlands, but we're doing Binding of Isaac. It's been a hot minute since I played. I know I try to take weird breaks where I don't play, come back and play, and now I'm playing and I haven't played the game, and now I'm playing the game again. So I'm kind of like having to reintroduce myself back to the game to kind of be familiarized. I don't play every single day. It's one of my issues, but then I'm like, oh, I don't really want to play. But then I'm like, okay, well, I'll play, but then I'm like, not going to play. But now I'm playing, obviously now I'm going to obviously record. I'm not sure who we want to play. I was maybe doing, we still have to do a lot. We could do Lilith, but Lilith's kind of she's kind of finicky to play. We could maybe do another Bethany run, because why not? Isaac is good. Maybe, could do Cain, maybe go down to the dark room. We haven't done anything with Judas really, or Blue Baby, but Blue Baby's kind of annoying to play. But he's, I guess with the update and the way they kind of changed him up, we could maybe play him. But I think Judas is maybe what we want to do. He's a bit risky, but I think we can manage. Even if we can maybe get something, maybe get Boss Rush, or I don't know if we'll be able to get Hush if we get a lot of good health upgrades, because obviously with Judas we only have one heart, so it's easy to kind of die. We got Milk isn't really anything crazy. You can't do anything much with it, basically, but we have to take damage to be able to really use it, but we don't want to be taking damage because we're one health, we're one health. Kind of the issue, but we did get a library here, and we also have Curse of the Lost, which allows us, we can't see our floor. I think it also, every time we enter a room, it kind of like teleports us, but we don't have a key, so we have to wait for that, which we maybe want to get that, maybe a good book, but we'll keep, maybe we want to keep Book of Belial, because I think Book of Belial increases deals with devil and angel chance, kind of like a small percentage, and it also gives us obviously our damage upgrade. But now I think when you use it multiple times in a room, it actually stacks, so that's kind of the big new like change to it. I think that we kind of got switched around. I think we went through the one room, the main like floor, or maybe we went through just a normal blank room, because I don't know, it's kind of, because we're lost, we don't really know where we are. Every room kind of looks the same. But yeah, we want to obviously go into the library and get all of the goodies. We got one of these chests here. I guess we blow this up. We're probably not going to find our secret room, but sadly it's a chest. Nothing to do with that. I guess we'll have to hold our book. That's kind of the issue with Book of Belial. You kind of mostly want to use it for bosses, especially in these early floors. Especially if you get something like one of the battery items, or a way to like upgrade your charges or make it easier to keep spamming your book, where you can kind of, you want to use it for other floors, or especially later floors when there's a lot more enemies, or some of the tougher bosses enemies that are really annoying, where you're going to have to use your book, or you might want to pick and choose, or try to hope that you have enough charges to go do the boss, or have Book of Belial for your boss. The mans are fine. We also got our shop. We have 9 cents, so maybe we could buy another something, or Soul Heart or something, because, well, I guess if we don't get a deal with the devil, we die. But I mean, I guess we're not going to die, but we'll be low health, so we want to maybe guarantee our deal with the devil, or at least like get it, but then not take it, because we always want to go angel because we're Judas. But we'll come back for that Soul Heart, and we'll probably kill the boss, and hopefully we get a key. We got Duke of Flies. Duke of Flies is really good. I think also we get like a big damage upgrade. Usually I'm used to using the Book of Belial with the other characters. We got a big boost there, almost 3. I think he gets a little bit more also if you use another time, but there is kind of like a soft cap of how many times you can like use the book multiple times. Use the book every in the room again. It's kind of like the big perk they changed about the Book of Belial. You got Constellation Prize. Constellation Prize, I think it'll probably give us, well, we have really, since we have the book, we have really good damage, so it probably will give us luck, or shot speed, or regular speed, if I'm going to have to guess. I'll give us for tier rate, so tier rate is actually really good. Since we had decent tier rate, I figured it would give us one of the weaker stats, because usually those are really low on it, technically by numbers. I'm not sure how it's like weighted, I guess, because one tier, like I guess one like speed is like kind of the default, and anything below that would be too much, but anything higher is kind of like it's not that like big of a deal. We did get a key, so I guess maybe we can try to make our way back to the library, because the library is definitely going to be good since we can get a bookworm. We don't want to touch that. Well, maybe we could touch it since we're going to buy their Soul Heart. We can kind of maybe get something out of it if we really need it. Can I go in here? Anything? We got Book of Secrets. We might as well pop. I don't think that's going to do anything in this floor. Ooh, Book of Revelations. Book of Revelations. I don't want to fight the horseman, but the Book of Revelations is really good with Judas, since we get guaranteed health back. But sadly, we can't take it with us. Maybe go up, I think. We didn't go up. There are some more bombs. So maybe we can get that if we want to, get some more bombs. We also key in there, so maybe it's worth it for one bomb. We get our stuff back and get an extra key and a bomb for our troubles, or an extra key for our troubles. We could maybe touch that spike chest since it's here, and we also have another key. Let's see. Okay, we got our heart. We got some money. The money's not kind of necessary. We got a card. Strength card could be really good. Maybe if you say that for our next boss fight. Maybe. Or well, I guess we have our books. Our book. I guess combining what's it called? Strength and like the Book of Belial is kind of redundant. But I guess maybe if we really just want to kill the boss, or maybe if we lose a lot of health and we kind of want to insta kill the boss and guarantee we get to deal with the devil. Don't really need anything else. We can't really buy anything else. We have, I guess we maybe could look for a secret room, but we're not gonna. I think we just go. Like I said, our main goal is just to maybe just get to the chest, or go to the cathedral, or go to the dark room, whatever we can, and just get that stuff settled up. I don't know if we're gonna. If we get boss rush, that's really good. Maybe we'll go for boss rush, but we sometimes take a little too long because we start talking and start like kind of take a little pause. And, you know, I'm usually not as focused to like be rushing and trying to like rush the boss rush. But then you plus we don't really have the most amazing stats. I mean, like I said, consolation prize and the milk isn't really anything crazy in terms of items. Got some money here. Well, I guess I'm not sure if this will hit the what's it called, the tinted secret rock or tinted rock. I got kind of confused. I'm gonna say tainted rock. No, we're going here. We got another key. Ooh, Jacob's Ladder. Jacob's Ladder is actually really good. So we definitely want to up our tiers to make that worth the while, or get maybe some of the other like multi-tiers like Split Shot or Cricket's Body. You can really go into that. I do like Pokego. Pokego is actually really good. I know some people don't like it, but I do like it because it spawns those like really powerful Viz enemies, the little gluttony guys that shoot the brimstones. They're really good. And they can actually kill some, like insta kill some bosses if you're lucky. But like I said, it depends on how you want to like control the field. I know some people kind of don't mind like the familiars, or like where you want to like prioritize killing one-ended character or one-ended prioritize which enemy you kill, rather than kind of just letting like your familiars or other secondary stuff like do all the damage. You do have a tinted rock, another tinted rock here, but we'll come back with that since we don't have any more bombs. So hopefully we get another bomb as we go down to our big room here. But this, like I said, Jacob Ladder is going to be really good. I guess we forgot to mention we have Book 1, which gives us our little secondary tier shot every so often. We did get hit, but it's not that big of a deal since we do have a little soul heart buffer, but we don't want to be losing any big major soul hearts. Good job for that. Ooh, we got a crawl space. Crawl spaces aren't too bad. Hopefully, well, I guess we want to take, I was at a secret window, secret, like, Sacred Shop, but I'm not sure how chemical peel works. I know it's like every other, I guess those red tiers, they deal plus 2 damage, or an additional damage, so I guess if we do 4 damage as our default tier, they do 6 damage or like 5 point something extra tiers. But you see we get those double poison, double like blood tiers, which can be really powerful. But I'm not sure if luck, if it's like it's just every other tier it shoots it, or it's like a luck thing where you can have like basically have like every tier is basically a blood tier. But I guess if you have like toothpicks or like was it Blood Clot or some of the other items that make your, or some of the pact or some of the other items that make your tiers red. Like I guess it's kind of, how does the game kind of pick and choose? I guess it's calculated, but every other tier is guaranteed a blood tier. So then you always get, you're going to guarantee get that extra like bonus, like I guess bonus like damage shot, which is kind of what this is supposed to be. Because it's not like technically increase on card damage, but it is a increase to your damage, like in like behind the scenes if you pay attention. We managed to find our boss. We kind of just ran through what's Larry. Larry's not too difficult. You can see that the Jacob's Ladder with the little chain lightning materials weren't really managed to kill him. I think we skipped the Deal with the Devil. I think Deal with Angel is still our main meta pick to do, main meta thing we want to do in terms of gameplay. We have to find a secret room. Ooh, there isn't any health. I guess we maybe play this for a little bit and we get 15 cents. At least get 15 cents. That's gonna be our goal. Only one more, and then we blow you up, blow both of you guys up. We got our money back. We got broken padlock. I think that's bombs are key, so we can blow up chests or regular chests or the golden chest to get to basically act as a key instead of having to use our keys. Well, I think we just go. Well, there wasn't anything in the shop. I don't think, unless there was. I don't remember. I can't. Sometimes I kind of forget. Yeah, I might as well just skip it. We don't really need anything. So let's keep going. Hopefully we get a deal. Well, I guess we're not going to get a deal with the angel on this floor because our chance is so low. Well, we could technically get it if we get a Joker or we get teleported, but don't put your luck on it. And stuff like that. I guess maybe we'll pop this for now. Just to use it because now that we're in these bigger floors, we get more rooms to basically fill up our charges or fill up our Book of Belial. It's only 3 charges, but sometimes it's better just sometimes you kind of get that like feeling of just let me just hold on to this and use it for like the bosses, like the guaranteed use of it. All right, give me 1 second, guys. All right, sorry about that. Like I said, I always gotta clear my throat when I start talking too much. I start coughing, and then I had and then I start sneezing. Because it's middle of the winter, it's so cold. And I don't know if it's allergies or just the way it is. I don't know, like something wrong with me. But let's see, what was this card? I don't think I grabbed. Oh, Hierophant. Actually, let's go. Let's take this in here then. Grab that. Take our strength card. We might as well just hold on to our strength card because I don't know what we're really gonna do with it. My Little Unicorn or My Little Unicorn or Unicorn Stomp. I think this is the one. That's not the one that does damage. That's the one that gives invincibility. It's not very useful. I think it's better on certain other characters like Bethany, but we'll just leave it for now. But we are pretty powerful. Jacob's Ladder is definitely going to hard carry us for most of the run. And maybe if we get another big tears up, that we can maybe really take advantage of it, and we won't really need to worry about damage. We are kind of, I guess we're at like where we need to be for damage. But like I said, anything above like 5 damage, especially in these early floors, is like really good. And then once you get to like 6 and beyond, you're kind of like in that kind of safe zone of like you're really powerful. Like your damage is fine. Obviously not for like big bosses, like a lot of the end game bosses. You really need like high damage or like certain like tier modifiers or like I guess damage over times or other like ways of dealing damage to really like help you out because you will struggle if you're rocking like I don't know 6 damage fighting like Delirium or Mega Satan or any of those bosses, or even Hush. You need a little bit more extra oomph or really high tier rate to like really make it worth their while. But let's see. Nothing crazy. I guess we take this big room. Usually that's where everything's off of. I don't know if the shock works when they're down, when the these little hosts are down, but it was you see it kind of like chaining to them. Believe that. Oh, we took some damage. These little bony dudes, they always do. These guys are the most really annoying, especially for these kind of early floor enemies. Can really take advantage of you, or really kind of catch you off guard, I should say. I guess we check here. You might as well. Usually it's off of these types of rooms, the secret room or your like top secret room. We can't really do anything with you to blow you up. Ooh, I guess we take this instead. We're not really gonna use our bombs for keys, I guess. So having a little bit more shot speed maybe is worth our while. So we got Peep. Peep's not too difficult. He can be really annoying. Let's see if you're kind of a newish player, but even then he can. The most annoying thing about him is their eyes because they're so unpredictable. Sometimes you kind of just have to like stand there and they're gonna let the eyes like just exist. Kind of like once they get too close, you kind of have to move around them because Peep doesn't move around that much, but when he does, he can really kind of take you out of like get you off guard. More health. Well, we are getting a lot of health, so maybe we should have went deal with the devil because we kind of were guaranteed health. We're guaranteed to get more health upgrades, so it kind of evened itself out. But hindsight's 2020 when it comes to that stuff. We don't know what we're gonna get. Sometimes we could have got like I don't know, Mom's lipstick instead or something else that wasn't really necessary. Can't go in there. We're not really gonna mess with our secret room. Have these little bony dudes again. Hopefully we don't get hit for them. Especially in these big rooms, they're a little bit easier because they kind of are a little bit easier to kind of shoot. But they have really high shot speed, and that's something they kind of added with Repentance. Especially in hard mode, like the enemies have really high shot speed. I guess if you play on normal mode, you kind of if you've been playing so long, you kind of get used to it. But if you kind of like go back and look or play on normal mode, you can definitely feel like how low the shot speed or how high the enemy shot speed is, especially when you're like dodging or moving around. Because it's something that you just kind of get used to. You get used to like how certain enemy attacks, like the flow of the game and like certain enemy patterns and how to dodge them. Especially since like before, like enemies weren't as, I guess like in the earlier versions, like I said, the shot speed was much lower. So if you're like someone who played a lot and were kind of used to like that kind of like, I guess, like visual and like internal like mindset of like I guess playing the game. You were able to dodge a bit easier, but now that once you upgrade once they upped in eternally, like as part of like the core of the game, it definitely kind of threw I'm sure people for a loop. Well, I think I managed. It's not as annoying as it was when you first started playing Repentance, but now you're kind of just used to it, especially for like these guys too, because these guys always were kind of annoying. And now I guess if you really don't really notice, you don't really notice. You don't really notice, like you said. Yeah, another Hierophant. Well, now we have full health, so I mean, full health. Like, I mean, so much health on hard mode. You know, that's even one thing. I don't know if they upped what's it called, drop rates for hearts. Because I know back in like the early days of Repentance, the heart drops were really low, and so were even Tinted Rock spawned. We don't see our items. That sucks. But I guess we'll take it. We have to. Depression is actually really good. I mean, the creep's fine, but I think also, I don't know if this was always part of it or they kind of added. If enemies touch the little cloud, they like take a holy shot or like a little like those like holy light shots. I don't know. Like every they touch it, like if the enemies bump into it, I don't know if it's like guaranteed or maybe they have a chance to. But the main gimmick is you use it for the little like creep. But we managed to get our secret room, or top secret room. You might as well take it, more health instead of from the pushing that bomb over there. That's one other thing too. If you don't know, like certain like I guess secret rooms will always have like bomb enemies or like some of like the little, what do they call them? Like little like puff guys or like little guys that's like run away from you that blow up. Usually they'll spawn, or you have like the spiders if you're on like the cellar or some of those floors, or you get like those bomb flies or the big fat bomb flies. They kind of like tell you like, hey, maybe there's a secret room here, or you can like kind of use it with troll bombs also. But like sometimes you don't really pay attention. It's not, sometimes it's worth trying to do it, but other times you don't. I guess you don't pay attention, or it's not really worth the like kind of trying to like use the bombs to like open up a secret room. But sometimes the game will kind of give it to you. But this is another annoying room, like these types of rooms, like the little puzzle rooms where you gotta like stand there and like wait. That one's the worst, especially when you really need to go across. It can kind of like really like mess you up. Like especially like in some runs it can definitely kill you, but with other characters like the Lost, it's not as bad because you can just fly past them. But other more squishier characters that rely only on soul hearts, you know, they definitely will. You know, you're definitely going to get hurt. Especially like another like this room too. Like I've definitely taken a lot of dumb damage here too. I guess maybe you really need speed, or you kind of just have to get the like right like tempo of like when to move, when to go. Which is like something you just kind of like have to get used to from like muscle memory. You kind of just like pay attention when playing the game. We got another bomb, some keys, coin. We could go to our shop, but it's kind of too far now. Yeah, Mega Fatty, he's not too difficult. Oh, no, we have to be careful when he pulls us in. Getting the land on our creep pile there. We got one spoon, and oh, for something good. Ooh, monstrous again. We'll take it. I guess we just go. How much time do we have? We're at Necropolis 1. We're at 16. If we're a little bit faster, maybe we could hit Boss Rush. But like I said, Boss Rush is kind of... Well, we have a shrink card, so maybe that will help us. And we have a lot of health. Maybe we want to just rush through. Whatever we find when we go, we're just going to go. Well, once we pick a path and go, if it's the right path, and it's the right path for, like, I guess, the boss, and if it's the wrong path for our item, then, oh well. But we want to maybe kind of go a little bit faster. We got Mom's hands, or the little skeleton ones. Those ones are really annoying because the little like rock, like I guess fissures or freezers. I forget how you say it. Like the ones that really shows it goes out the little rock things. They kind of go out randomly, so it's hard to really kind of predict where they're gonna come at you. But if you obviously have like an obstacle or like these little I guess holes in the ground, you can kind of like cheese them or kind of push them away from you. But if you're like right in the middle of like a big open area, they can definitely like catch you off guard. You see, they got one of them touched our little depression. He got the little holy shot, but not like another thing. We have that chaining, so that kind of bypasses their kind of like I guess face immunity or their little like armor faces. And we can also like chain it off with these guys too. I think you can chain out these little skull guys that kind of run around if you like if the enemies get too close. But like right there when they're all kind of piled up, they get hit by the chain lightning. We're taking a lot of dumb damage. I'm kind of like scooting past everybody or kind of not moving right. But even like there, I was able to go past these little metal blocks. Chaos. Chaos is actually, well, if we're going angel, well, we maybe take chaos for our angels, since our angels are kind of Maybe we can get a good deal with a devil item in there too. Take chair. Well, I guess we don't need chariot. What's this? Got some luck. We'll take that. What do you? Some speed. More speed. We'll leave the key. We don't need it. We got another sack here. Oh wait, we got our key for free. One of these butthole dudes. These guys are annoying too. I guess you could say he's a real butthole. But I guess you would say the more, I guess, offensive way of calling him an asshole. And watch out for these other little black explosive guys that kind of shoot their little multi-shots at us. I guess we go big room. Or the long room. Hopefully this isn't a dead end. Well, it seems like the right path, but like I said, we might have to skip our item room if we don't find it. Since the shop is right there. Well, I guess maybe, well, we're already at 18. I don't know if we're going to have time. I guess we might as well go back. And, you know, once we get like a certain point, it's like, well, you don't want to be rushing with boss rush. Or rushing to get to mother, since with mom, you obviously can't teleport. It's a little bit easier once you have the special, like, hidden, I guess it's blocked, or the hidden, the hidden, so what's it called? Tinted skull that basically guarantees you a fool. Now I'm gonna go all the way back. Oh well. I guess we might as well just do it. We're not in a rush at this point. We did pick up our chariot. I think we want to go back and get our strength card then. The chariot doesn't really do much for us. I mean, we could have maybe played the demon beggar if we find one. Usually there is a demon beggar on like the room. I know for once in a while there's a chance for it to spawn. Like in kind of one of those random little rooms. It's not guaranteed, but maybe we could if we get lucky, or maybe we get another. Well, we don't really need money now because I guess we don't need money right now because of we don't to play that the temperate machine to get more health or get money for our health. You spend our health for money because we have a lot of red hearts, but you know maybe we want to keep those hearts intact because who knows if we're gonna start losing a lot of health. What is this? The Peeper's Eye, and I guess we'll take it. It's another different item. I think. Oh no, it's the one that. I thought it was the one that follows us, that kind of orbits around us, that shoots every so often. This is like another like weird like bloodshot like tier, kind of like chemical peel. I'm not sure if it like nullifies, or I guess one like takes over the other one, because you know if you have was a chemical peel, and then every other tier is that blood tier that gives extra damage, and that this also gives you that effect. Does that kind of stack, or is it more of just like it maybe increases the chance, or I don't know. I don't think it's stacked because maybe that'll be a little too powerful to have like one tier like that get plus two damage, and then another extra plus 1 or 2 damage, whatever the peeper here or the eyeball gives. Let's see, fight our boss. The Mask of Infamy. We've been seeing a lot of this one too, especially the other this other homing version of him. This is probably one of the more annoying ones. Because obviously homing tiers are really annoying. But we managed it. What we're managing. And more anything? I guess we're not gonna deal with the devil or deal with the angel. I guess we take this, hopefully good stats. We did get a health, we lost some fire rate and some shot speed, which I guess the, what's it called, worm kind of gives us, kind of balances out. But we got everything else was fine too. I think we got some damage also. So I guess we're kind of in the positive, I guess. Can't go in, well maybe we could if we're, no we can't go in. Well I guess we could be the other side, but who knows. I think we'll cheese our boss trap room if we're lucky, let's see. It could be. Yeah, I guess it could be also be the other side too. Usually it's like in the more inner like this. So maybe we could check it out. We might as well check. There's no harm for us. Well then I don't think that count, or maybe it did count. Oh no, it's not there. Probably here then. If I had to guess. Yeah, it's usually like more inner. Especially since that's like the edge of the map. Another library. Well, I guess we don't really need another book because we already have bookworms. So. But I mean, I guess if we got Satanic Bible, or maybe I don't know if I would take telepathy for Gamin, or one of the other like other books that we can get. Oh no, there's no. Well, I guess we have chaos. That's why. So we got some. Oh, well, I guess we can only take one. I guess we take. Do we need? I guess if we can. Oh, we take all of them. Actually, I forgot. I thought I was gonna take one away, but we might as well take all of them. Because these are all basically health upgrades, or I guess the liver is a health upgrade. I don't think the bag gives health, or maybe it does give a health upgrade. I guess I wasn't paying attention. And then obviously Blood of the Martyr is really good. So I think it's just a straight damage upgrade. But I think it also gives extra damage if you have Book of Belial, or maybe it's the Halo, or you play with certain characters. Because I know they kind of also did that with certain characters get certain bonuses or extra perks on top of certain items. Because I know like that's like one of the issues like with like, let's say with like the Soul Heart only characters, where like Soul Hearts are so rare it's kind of annoying. Or certain items that only give like health upgrades, like kind of like Little Chad, where he only gives Soul Hearts. They kind of did that with like the Keeper, where the Keeper, whenever you dream a Soul Heart, it spawns out flies too. So like if you, but that also kind of hurts because like if you want to do like a greed mode break with the D20, you lose out on a like item because there's obviously no hearts. I think red hearts still drop, but I don't think a soul hearts drop. So you obviously don't get those. They just spawn as flies, so you can't really break the game as easily unless you have like a lot of like items on the ground that you can like re-roll. But there's only so many because you kind of have to like build up to it as like part of like the meta of like being able to break and greed mode with D20. Hopefully we'll be able to do that later on. I don't know, but I guess maybe we'll kind of hold off on greed mode because we don't really need to worry about greed mode that much. Unless we want to go maybe get Keeper, but Keeper's nothing too crazy. You don't really need to worry about him, and he's kind of annoying to play early on. Especially when you don't have like the wooden nickel or the extra health upgrade that he has now, that he gets. Because he can be a really annoying character to play. I think Teeth the Keeper's a little bit better, because obviously you get the more money and you get more chances of survivability, because there's times where you can play a floor and you don't get any money really to drop. But like obviously you get like the wooden nickel, which kind of guarantees you at least something. But even then, it doesn't always pay out because it's kind of part of its gimmick. That kind of like risk reward like play style where you kind of have to like constantly be using it, but also like maybe there's a chance you don't get anything with it. Not that so hard. A bunch of batteries, but I guess I can't really do anything with it. Might as well come over here and grab our sack. I guess we keep going. Yeah, we went past. No boss rush for us. What are you? Another troll bomb. Layering, you're not too difficult. I guess we're pretty powerful. We're at 8 damage as default. We were getting 8 with our books, so maybe we'll get like what, 12. Where's our Book of Belial? Key. We had to find Mom, but I didn't go. I guess we've got a full. It's better to full clear when we're doing at least on the final floor for Mother, because we obviously can't come back. Full health or health up, so that's actually really good. What about you guys? Nothing. Or I guess more money and some bombs. A bomb, I should say. We did also get the 1-up, but the 1-up's kind of kind of like we don't really need it. I guess it's better with certain characters. Well, I guess you can't with the loss. I don't know if you can get it with Tainted Loss. I know Tainted Loss, they took away some of the health up items or items like that give respawns. Aside from like the, I don't know if you can get gut beat. I think there's another item that, I think it's the there's like a trinket that gives you like basically a holy mantle charge once every floor. But like once you lose it, and you gotta wait till the next floor to get it. I think wooden cross or something like that. I think that's also like another item you can get, like kind of like to give yourself an extra like charge of holy mantle, because you can, I don't know if it stacks or it's like kind of like nullifies your other holy mantle. I think you can technically stack holy mantle like charges or like protection. That's obviously like the whole gimmick of tainted losses. Like you don't have holy mantle. You have to rely on the holy cards to basically give yourself a holy mantle charge. But like I said, if you get the wooden cross, you can kind of like give yourself an extra freebie one. But sometimes it kind of like doesn't really work. It works, but doesn't work. Or if you have it and then you lose it, and then you get another like holy card, it kind of can take it away, or it kind of messes you up, I guess it's to say. I don't know the exact specifics of how it works, but I know it's something that it can be kind of annoying. We're doing pretty good on the womb. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna. I guess we still have some. I don't know if we're gonna get Hush, because we're kind of a little already behind for Hush, but we'll save Hush for other times. He's not the main focus. We just want to start obviously unlocking all of the main stuff and getting the more basic stuff that we need to do to kind of clear the basically get the game started, because you know that's kind of how this game works. Once you mod for the first time, you're basically just opening the game up to all the content, and then once you get like the Polaroid negative, that's when the game kind of like, I guess, starts, and you can kind of do more stuff or open up to like obviously like Delirium, and then into you know the other side with Dogma, or not with Mother, and then into Dogma and the Beast, which are like the main like, and then Meta Satan also with the key pieces. We also our soul hearts, but I guess we got so much health. It's kind of do we really need to worry about our soul hearts? Anyone else? Who's left? I was one of these little guys. He's walking in the corner way. Yeah, we got some hearts for our troubles, or heart for our troubles. These guys are also kind of annoying too. These are like other like weird other butthole enemy variants. There's always another butthole enemy variant in the game. Ah, we took damage. It's like I said, their tears are really annoying to kind of dodge. So, but we don't really need our deal with the angel. I mean, we're pretty powerful enough. Got the Husk here. He's another easy version of. Or I guess it is Husk, or is it? I think it is Husk, not like just a random. Well, he's like an alternate version of Duke of Flies, but he's even more like easier to kill. Which I guess these like room versions of them are a little bit not as tanky as their main boss version. We got one of these other rooms with the hearts and the Turks that shoot out 3 ways. It's really annoying. You gotta kind of be careful. Yeah, we got hit, but this is also a dead end. Yeah. Well, I guess we go in. Maybe we can pop this. And maybe cheese out. Let's see what we got. Gears up. That's good. We got hit by mom. Alright, there we go. I think that was maybe that we did that right. I think I kind of popped that too soon. I should have popped it when before we left. Another key. I guess keys aren't really necessary because we're not really going to the chest. And once you only need like 4 keys, but I guess we have. Well, I guess we don't have that good luck because you don't. And once you get like I think 5 luck, it's like that's when you get like a lot of chests, especially on the chest. I think also on the dark room, but the dark room is mostly the red heart chests or the red like evil chests that don't require anything. But because of the way they're coded, they'll always drop an item. But sometimes they can drop. I guess all the chests on the chest drop items, even the regular gray chest or even the red chest in secret rooms. But you're always guaranteed gonna get a golden chest more likely because of the way the way the luck works of chest priorities, I guess. You know, one of these other little floating hosts that's gonna have to open up and wait for them to show us his organs. It can be really annoying. More hearts. We have a sacrifice. I'm not sure how the sacrifice room works. I know if you like use it so often, you get like it drops consumables, and then eventually you can like cheese it to like go to like a dark room, even like really early on, or you fight the angels and you can get like the key pieces, or get even go to your deal with the angel before you even get a deal with the devil. It's kind of like most useful on like the first floor or early floor. Later on, you kind of don't really want to use it. But like I said, you got to sacrifice hearts, and if you don't have a lot of health, it's not really worth it. And certain characters can't even really use it, especially like the healthless characters or the soul heart dependent characters can't really use it. So it's like I don't know. I'm not sure like what I think it's like. It gives you a bomb or it gives you money, and then there's like a chance for it to give you the blessed, or you are blessed, which basically increases your deal with the angel chance. And then there's a chance to go to the deal with the angel. You get like a chest. You can get like money or soul hearts. And then I think there's one where you fight. Obviously, fight both. You're guaranteed to fight the what's it called? The angels. But I think you need to have the angels unlocked. I don't know if I guess you can technically fight the angels before you have them unlocked. I think they also spawn in like boss rush. I guess also in greed here, but greed mode's like its own separate thing. We might as well blow it. Maybe this will drop some health, I should say. We're not too powerful, but we're not too weak. We can definitely manage to kind of make our way to Isaac. I guess we'll go because I guess we're angel priority. But I guess it will take us to angel. Chariot again. We only got Chariot and like was it Chariot, the Hierophant, and maybe something else. I don't think we got any other like of the more annoying like cards. If we didn't really see like the Fool or any of like the was it like the Tower or any of those kind of cards. think we go down. Usually it's off of like the big main long like halls, or like that's where it is. Yeah, like I said, now we're kind of going more for these little like other little branching paths are kind of like just once off like dead ends. But sometimes like usually like I think like here maybe it would be more likely since this is the starting room. I think this is the start. Yeah, this is the starting room, or that was the starting room. And yeah, this is like another dead end. So we might as well should have went the other way. So I think this might be the main way to go then. Need to be careful here with these flies. Sometimes you can kind of just stand there and they kind of shoot past you, or you can like just dodge them without really dodging. You know, sometimes you get those moments where you kind of just stand still and the tears don't even touch you. Maybe it's like a weird like design thing or something in the game where maybe there's a chance where even if you just stand still, like the tears won't hurt you, or they kind of like go past you because of the way the hitbox is. I know if you get like really small like hit, like you get your like when you get like the iron small or the schmize down, you can like you basically can like not even take damage, or the tears like they literally go over your head. Oops, we almost got hit there. I think we go down first. That one's kind of a little annoying, kind of scared me, kind of made me pause for a minute. I guess this might be a dead end. Yeah, this is a dead end, but it's not too difficult. Another heart. We do need some heart. We did take a lot of dumb damage on those against those vizzes, or those. I guess they're called vizzes. Vizzes just sounds a little bit weird. I guess they call them the little mini gluttonies. Right, let's see what we got. We got the big unicorn horn. I don't think we really will need it. It's better to have the book with us. I think the unicorn, like I said, the unicorn horn is a little bit better on certain characters. I think it's really good with Bethany, like I said, because it gives you those like really powerful invincible wisps that you can kind of like use them to kind of like basically like kind of like an alternate version of Cube of Meat, or like a ball of bandage, where you can kind of like or the sack dagger, where you can like stand on top of them and like deal extra damage to them, like indirect damage, because you obviously can't shoot with them. We got the void unlocked. We can go to the delirium, but I guess we'll save delirium for another time. I guess we go up to Isaac because we have. Oh, I guess we can do either or, but I guess we'll go up to Isaac then. Hopefully we don't die. Well, I guess we have a chariot, but I guess maybe we should have kept our what's it called? Our strength card. You know, just in case, just for good measure. But I guess we could use our chariot on him too. We did get a soul heart, which is always good since we only have 2 other little extra spots for soul hearts. That's kind of the issue when you have a lot of red hearts. You can't really have soul hearts, so you don't get that. You get less of a buffer. I guess we gotta go off the big room. But now we have these other annoying boss enemy rooms. Good thing we popped our book. Gotta be careful. Usually just focus on one, because the other one kind of just stays in the corner. He's not gonna kind of jump around as much. Especially if you kind of stay out of his like kind of like I guess a vision cone. Keep kind of kiting around him. He can kind of catch you off guard with his little slam attack. If you get too close, you can also get hit by his little creep puddle. I guess big room again. Pardon me. Nothing. A key. I guess we could. Well, I guess we could blow these up, but these. What's it called? Flames don't really pay out as much. Usually, especially in like these types of rooms, they don't pay out. I think they pay out a little bit better in like certain other rooms. It's kind of like hard to tell. You kind of just like have to like know the room to be like, well, maybe these will have a higher chance of spawning a soul heart. But I guess maybe that's kind of just like a placebo effect where like it's not really true. Like every what's it called has a high chance of spawning a soul, or has a chance of spawning a soul heart, even if it's like a really low chance. Kind of like with the poops, where like in certain rooms, if you get a poop, like those poop, they pretty much never really give you anything. We got. I forgot we picked up tarot card, but so tarot card kind of amplifies up our what's it called cards. So now we got a bunch of stuff from Justice, but it gave us what's it called, a troll bomb, because it's really annoying. Which I guess it always could have done that, but we would have had a less chance if we were just the bomb. That we would have gotten a regular bomb and then a regular heart. But we obviously need the heart, and be careful with those spike chests or those spike rocks. They're really unpredictable. Make it really ruin another run, ruin a lot of runs. We went dead end. That kind of sucks. I guess we can kind of scoop past them. We still got sniped at the end. That's kind of another thing. If you're fast enough, you can kind of like get the iframes where you don't get hurt. And also got these little pop boys that kind of throw stuff at us. I usually you see those on Downpour, but I guess now they kind of spawn on the Cathedral now too. Cause like I said, that was kind of, they were part of was it, I think it was not Afterbirth, Anti-Birth. That's what the mod was called. That kind of inspired this game because I kind of forgot what it was called for the moment. Like I remember that was kind of like I think they were added like with that as like one of those other like little fun little side enemies that existed because they were kind of like the buckets. They would be in the buckets too because that was like another like little like instead of these like clay pots you would have the buckets. So they would pick up a bucket and throw it at you and they would spawn the little water skirters or they would throw like a pile of like tears at you I guess or throw like little leeches at you because the leeches were another little like new enemy type. I guess the more smaller ones that were like easy to kill, but they were still like annoying. I guess the other little ones that kind of slowly move around and kind of shoot randomly were the ones that kind of like run at you, and, like spit at you, or the like weird fat double one that kind of shoot in both directions. Maybe they were in the old game. I don't know. They always every once in a while they'll add like new enemy types, and they kind of like forget because you know you're used to seeing them in the game, and then you look at like old like I guess version of the game from like back when like back in like was it Rebirth and then was it like Afterbirth. I think it was the other like big expansion when they added like green mode and like delirium and all that too. That was like the next big expansion for a while. And then they had like other little stuff where they added was it the Forgotten and stuff like that? Because I know the Forgotten's another like weird character or the hidden character I kind of talked about because he's really annoying to get. I don't know if we'll be able to get him. Maybe I'll do it off camera because you know it's hard to farm him and get a really good run to go and get him. But he has a lot of cool like mechanics. You know, being like a sort of weird melee character, and then you have the tainted version where he's like this like weird like double chain character where you have to like throw your bone pile at enemies, and then you like have the ghost where you can like shoot also. Or I guess the ghost doesn't shoot, but you can only like do damage with your little bone pile. But I guess with the regular Forgotten, you have like two forms. You have like the ghost chain version that can fly and shoot, and then you obviously have the little bony guy that can only does melee damage with his little I guess bone that he whacks your enemies with. Which is I guess a cool little mechanic because you obviously like Isaac was obviously more about like I guess shooting and like being more of like a little like I guess like bullet hell shooter kind of game. And obviously adding like melee was obviously like another like kind of addition to the game because they obviously have like I guess melee-esque thing with like the familiars or the orbitals that kind of also do damage. We pop this. I guess we pop this and stand on it. Like I said, the chair's kind of a really weird card. I guess we kind of back and wait for our book, pop our book. I guess because it's so long, we gotta stand on them. Let me pop you. Now we're at 16 damage, which is really good. Plus 8. I think also, like I said, the Blood of Martyr, I think also gives us a bit of a damage up to increases the effect of the Book of Belial. But I think it's only for Judas, or maybe it is with other characters too. I don't know. We should be fine. Isaac isn't too difficult. We are low health, but I think we'll manage. We gotta kind of wait, or kind of bypass his other little white effect. And yep, we go. We got Guillotine or Guillotine, another kind of annoying item, but it's not that too annoying. And I guess that's it. Another one of the really OG cutscenes. I know the cutscenes obviously changed, like the way Isaac looks, and obviously him talking, and like the introduction of like Dad being more of a character. So like seeing these little really old cutscenes, or like the really old ones you see away when you first meet Mom. And yeah, Guillotine. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I guess that was another easy run. I guess I was kind of worried that we would probably die really early on and have to restart, but we managed to obviously keep ourselves intact for this run. But yeah, that's going to be it for this Isaac video. I know I kind of took a weird like little pause break because obviously since the last video I haven't played a lot, but now I'm here playing in the future after all that playing, and hopefully I'll maybe do another video the next day or closer to when this video was recorded than waiting a week to record a video or even play the game. But who knows what I'll do. Things we live in strange times. But I want to obviously have the year be more consistent of trying to make a video or at least record a video every other day and having it just kind of there to where I don't have to like make a video and then like make a video and then take a big break where I don't even touch the game. But who knows what I'll do. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Like I said, that's going to be it for this video. Like the video, check out all the other parts of Isaac, check out the Borderlands parts. I know I haven't put anything out for it, but I'll probably work on that later on. But who knows what I'll do. But now that's going to be it. Like I said, goodbye. I guess I'm going to say goodbye now. Okay, I'll see you guys later.